You wish me to keep it?
Yes.
Then you are truly generous.
Yes, I
Thank
am.
you again.
And extremely humble. Continue. There's something, I don't know, there's something going on with Zathrian. I don't trust him. Just barriers we... Whoa. Huh?
Wait.
Come on, smash him. Boom. Yeah. And someone leveled up. Here we go. Disturb the tombstone. Boom, boom. And stabby move that didn't seem to connect, but it looked cool anyway. Is this the acorn that you seek?
My joy soars and thy roots be strong.
Okay, thanks, epic tree dude. Alright, let's do a save and let's try and find this dude that we rescued, this hunter guy. I don't even know what his name was. Started with B as well, didn't it? Who's this Sarel guy? Hang on, here he is. Dagon, this is the guy that we saved, right?
Greetings to you, friend. I understand I have you to thank for my rescue from the forest.
Yes, that's me.
I don't want your efforts to go unrewarded. Here is a gem I traded for when I was amongst the outsiders. I thought to make a necklace out of it for my bride, but I want you to have it. I know it is of worth.
It is not necessary. Keep it. I insist.
You wish me to keep it?
Yes?
Then you are truly generous.
Yes, I
Thank
am.
you again. And now, I am afraid I must rest. The keeper says I am not yet fully recovered after all. I wish you well, my friend.
I am very generous and extremely humble. Alright, this Sarel bloke, have we talked to him before?
We few wanderers greet you, Shemlin. We understand you are venturing into the haunted forest to save our brethren. I suspect your efforts may be in vain. An entire group of our hunters went into the forest to do as you intend,
Yes.
and they have not returned.
Yes, well, I am very mighty. The keeper did mention your people, yes.
Then you are very brave to adventure into such a place, even knowing the danger that awaits. Your courage impresses us greatly.
Yes, it does. I must deal with the blight. If I can help you, I will.
Nothing will help us now. Least of all the meddling of an outsider.
You are being most unkind, Sarel. Would you refuse our hunter's help simply because of the hand that offered it?
Phalan.
Yes.
I have allowed
you
my
knob.
bitterness to cloud my better judgment. Forgive me, Grey Warden. It is most difficult to forget the lessons the Shemlin have taught us. Perhaps I can yet make amends. Stay while I spin a tale for our children, and then I will tell you of the forest if I...
Alright, story time. Yes, I'd like that.
Come and join us then, all of you.
Alright, let's all sit down, get comfortable.
Now, what say we tell the story of the fall of the Dales? Which of you children knows that best?
I think I do.
Yes? Then come, child. Oh, don't be frightened of the outsiders. Now,
We're not scary.
where
It's
do you
fine.
suppose such a tale...
When we were slaves?
Yes. Long ago, our people were slaves to an empire the Shemlin had built on the darkest magic. They took away our history and our language and left us nothing.
Very
Then that
dickish.
empire, we were freed.
Because Andraste came with her army, and Shartan joined her.
Yes. Andraste, the Shemlin prophet, came out of the south and challenged the Tevinter Imperium. Our ancestors fought at her side, and when the rebellion came to an end, we were given a new homeland in the west. We began to rebuild the culture and history we had lost in our years of slavery. We worshipped the creators and made the Dales our home. Perhaps you know what happened next, stranger. Do you know what happened to the Dales?
No, not really. I couldn't say.
Could not say, or will not. What do you say, child? Can you tell us what happened to the Dales?
The Shemlin wouldn't let us be.
Indeed.
Sounds about right.
They resented that we would not worship their maker, and they resented our ways because they were so different from their own.
Sounds
The
about right.
Shemlin
Of
nation
humans in this world too.
towards towards the dead. They called us blasphemers and tyrants, and declared war upon us. A great crusade.
Well, not every human felt that way, though, I'm sure.
And which is worse? The actions of those who believed they were right, or the inaction of those who knew they were wrong? Oh, I am certain we played a... We believed that the Shemlin would not revoke their prophet's gift so lightly. We were wrong. They took our lands, forcing us to abandon our gods and live as beggars in Shemlin cities. But there were those of us who refused to abandon. They emblazoned the symbols of the creators upon their flesh and vowed to keep their ancient lore alive.
That's us. That's the Dalish.
Indeed, child. We chose to wander, homeless, rather than be ruled by the Shemlin. And all our clans wander alone until the day we have a homeland once more.
And we bring the old ways back to our people, because they have forgotten it all.
For we are the Dalish, the keepers of the lost lore.
The walkers of the lonely path.
We are the Elvenan, and never again shall we submit. And that is the tale of the Dales, stranger. Thank you for allowing us to tell it to you.
Okay, cool. Oh, okay, this could be... Perhaps you'll allow me to tell a story as well?
Perhaps another time.
Of
You are the guest here, and one who may yet prove of great help to our ailing hunters. Now, as I said I would, I can tell you what I know of the Brecilian. Do you wish to hear it?
Yes, tell me of the forest.
Our legends say that before the Shemlin came, the Brecilian Forest was a place of our ancestors that predated even our oldest homeland. The people of the Imperium came here and gave the forest its name. If they found traces of our ancestors, we cannot say. If they did, those elves were slain or enslaved. We know only that a great many battles were fought here. These trees grow upon the graves of those who fell, Shemlin and elves.
Okay, so what does this have to do with the werewolves?
So much death in one place tore the veil into the beyond.
Ooh.
The Shemlin know the beyond as the Fade, the place of dreams and spirits.
I've been there a few
When the veil
times.
is torn, spirits pass into our world freely. The legends say that one great spirit possessed the wolf that became Witherfang, who passed its curse of rage onto men and created werewolves.
So this Witherfang still exists today?
So
The same one?
insists. He says that Witherfang does not age as the werewolves do.
Ooh.
Witherfang is as much spirit as it is beast. Perhaps it cannot even be slain. At the very least, it is old and powerful, much as Zathrian himself.
Okay, so are there many spirits in the forest then?
The forest is said to be haunted. Spirits possess the trees, the wolves, even the bodies of the dead. They yearn for true life, you see.
Oh, okay. But how many werewolves are there?
No one knows. When the Shemlin lived in these parts, the curse would spread anew to a few of them with each passing year. They would run off into the forest, never to be seen again. Eventually, all the Shemlin left. One assumes the werewolves survive by passing their curse to their offspring. They have had no new blood until now, that is.
So have the hunters become werewolves?
It is said that one or two have turned already, though the Keeper denies it. As for the rest, they will either die or turn, unless they are killed out of mercy. I would rather die than become a ravening, soulless beast.
Okay, so there were a lot of battles in the forest?
Who can say what value the Imperium placed on this land? And how many elves died here, in slavery? Even the barbarians, who came to overthrow the Imperium, fought and died on this.
Okay, well that's all I need to know for now.
One last warning. The forest is like a thing alive. It changes as it wills, closing paths behind you,
Oh,
opening up. Too many have become lost within, unable to find their way.
it's very magical.
I would endeavor not to make the forest my end.
Oh, we're trying to be friends with the forest as best we can. Do remember the forest being big and confusing at one stage. Like, I haven't played this game for 10 years, so my memory's very foggy, but okay. Alright, so we need to go back into the forest and continue our trek then, right? Which way is it? Find us. So this way. Right, let's do a save. Continue. There's something, I don't know, there's something going on with Zathrian. I don't trust him. Grunting Bears, can you perhaps enlighten us a little bit about Andraste? So Andraste was like blessed by the Maker God or sent by the Maker God, and she led a crusade or an uprising or something? I'm a bit sketchy on that. Can you enlighten us a little bit about Andraste and what the whole big deal was with her? We've gone and collected her ashes from the temple already, and we've used them to heal Al-Eamon. Whilst you're in the temple, you know, you learn a little bit about some of the events that happened with her when she was, like, you know, crucified and... or betrayed and crucified or whatever. Very similar to, you know, some of the Christian stories in our world. Still don't quite get what the big deal was with her. Why did she exist, or what did she achieve in the first place? What was her deal? If anyone else knows, also feel free to chip in. Andraste lore is something I'm not very familiar with. Right, let's go into the eastern part of the forest again, so we can continue looking for this magical acorn that the great oak tree needs so he doesn't die. Oh yeah, the forest looks pretty cool. It's very mystical as well, and I love the sound ambience as well, Bright. You can still hear howling and stuff around as well. This way is a forest barrier. So is this like what he was saying, where there's just barriers we... Whoa. Huh? Yeah.
Wait. We are back at the beginning of the path. The forest, it seems, does not wish us to reach wherever the path leads. How protective.
Gee, Forrest. Best updated, nature of the beast. Find a way past the magical barrier in the forest. The way deep into the forest is blocked by some magical barrier. You must find some way to placate the forest or trick it. Well, maybe the oak dude will help us once we find his acorn. And we can make friends. Whoa, more. Yep, 2 of you buggers. Alright, here we go. Oh, 3 of you. Morrigan. Let's see how they like a fireball. About... Nope. Steady. About... Nope. Nope, come on. About there. So watch where you step, Morrigan. You get... Get stomped. Oh, come on. Get up, get up. Wild Sylvan. There we go, they're down. That's better. Alright. Very noisy trees. Mithral's Blessing is a shield, a buckler shield. Somewhere around here is some hermit who stole... Let's go up through here. Somewhere was a hermit who stole the acorn. Oh, there's a bunch of bears. Let us activate blood magic and do a nice big blood wound that might stun half of you. Yes, Morrigan, why don't you do a fireball since they're stuck back there, like so. Hey, nice. And then we'll just go and just give them a bit of a slapping. Oh, great bear. The big floofy boy is down. Okay. So this way.
Was there a city here once? Was it built in the forest, or did the forest come later?
Tevinter ruins. I believe we are nearing our ultimate destination.
Ugh, I feel as though we've been walking in circles for hours.
What's our ultimate destination you're talking about, Morrigan? Oh, never mind. We're about to fight something. What have we got? That is a massive ogre. Alright, well, we could take him. There's 2 of them. And that one's going to throw... What if we try and stun him before he throws his rock? Yes, got him! Let's get this one. Death Hex!
It's your time to die!
Alright, well that one's down mighty quickly. Oh, knocked me down. Never mind, the bear knocked him down. Nothing seems to really worry us these days. And more other bones. Random little pieces of loot. Ooh, what's this? A gravestone. What's the gravestone? The air seems unnaturally cold. Around the tombstone, runes of warding are carved. Ooh, disturb the wards. Let's disturb it. Ooh, Legend of the Juggernaut. New quest, the Mage's Treasure. We came across a tombstone, and its inscription seemed to indicate there were 3 Tevinters generals buried in the forest who have been set to guard some powerful items. Well, oh, there's a revenant there. Shit. Okay, well, let's go fight him. We found another gravesite, but we couldn't do much with it. Alright, I'll go fight that one. Alistair, why don't you go take that one out? And Luffy boy, why don't you take that one out? And then I will cast a crushing prison on this one. Just try and gain the attention of this revenant, and that's it, paralyze him. So far so good. Got him down halfway. Party's doing okay with the little guys. Come on, smash him. Boom, yeah. And someone leveled up.
Easy.
Nailed it. Juggernaut armor. Ooh, that's cool. And heavy plate. That's very average. Don't have a lot of infantry space. That can stay. We'll get the magical juggernaut stuff though, because, you know, magic armor for the wind. Oh. More Dalish armor. Okay, so we've cleared this little spot out. This way, I guess. I have no idea how big this forest is, but we just keep going. Another campsite. Is this like the other one? Oh, yeah. Here's a weird hermit guy. Are you the one who stole the... Oh, he looks very crazy and agitated. Let's do a proper save. Alright, hermit man, what's your story?
Oh dear, oh dear. Not a werewolf and not a spirit even. What are the woods coming to?
What are you babbling about?
Questions, questions, always questions. They say it was questions that made me mad. Will it do the same for you? Ask a question and you'll get a question, but give an answer and you'll receive the same. Oh, I do so love to trade.
Okay. So you want me to answer a question?
Wouldn't I have to ask you a question first?
Isn't that the question?
Would you know a question if it was asked?
Are you mocking me?
I don't know. Are you mocking me?
Oh man, I was hoping we would keep that going. With more questions upon questions. Alright, this is ridiculous.
No, that is not a question. And if it be an answer, it'd be an answer to a question I've not asked. Have you no sense for the rules?
Be cautious. This is no ordinary madman. He has magic. I can sense it. Powerful magic.
Well, we can take him, but...
mages to a guessing game. Will you play by the rules or not?
Well, I'm trying to. Then, would you like to ask me a question?
I think it is your turn to ask, is it not?
Oh, do you have the Grand Oak's acorn?
Suddenly it all becomes clear. You hear that talking tree there? It all makes sense now. As a matter of fact, yes. I do have that tree's acorn. I stole it, and it was easy. Silly tree should have locked it up tighter. If you want it, you'll have to trade me for it. And nothing from that silly tree. No leaves or branches or anything. But that's all I have to say about that. An answer for an answer. There you go.
Okay, do you want to ask me another question?
May I? Oh yes, I think I might. Now, what shall be the first? Oh yes, what is your name?
The music is very fitting. You may call me Shade.
So you claim. They sent you, didn't they? But you're too tricky, and you're trying to fool me. Well, I'm on to you, just so you know. But it is your turn to ask now. Ask. Ask away, I dare you.
All right, well, who are you?
Who am I? Why do you want to know? Did they send you? Did they tell you to ask?
Who is they?
Oh, did they tell you to pretend to be an innocent stranger with a head full of fluff and nothing? I'm trickier than I look. I survive still, and the trees, they leave me be. I've won. They will never find me. Never.
Okay, and what if I tell them that you're here?
Then I would hide again. The forest. It would get them first, it would. They will never find me. Never. But that's all I have to say about that. An answer for an answer. There you go.
This guy definitely reminds me of the Mad Hatter as well. He's... Alright, well, do you want to ask me another question?
May I? Oh, yes, I think I might.
Because...
Where were you born?
Ooh. I was born in the town of Hyever, to the far east.
So you say. Fiendishly clever of you to maintain this facade for so long, but I will see through it yet. Mark my words. But it is your turn to ask now. Ask. Ask away, I dare you.
How do I enter the center of the forest?
It's where the wolfmen have their lair, but the trees will block the path. There's a way to fool the trees, of course. Trees are thick, wooden things, after all. Easily fooled if you know how.
And you know how, don't you?
Oh my, no, that's quite a question. I think that answer deserves something a little extra first, don't you? I stole something from an oak tree some time ago, and it won't stop pestering me for it back. Would you be so good as to turn it into firewood or something equally dead?
Are you talking about the rhyming oak?
You know of it? Good, that makes this much easier.
What we were talking about earlier.
That's the one.
I'm not going to kill some oak tree because you asked me to.
It's up to you. Yes, indeedy. Your choice. Time to move on now.
Alright, so do you want to ask me another question?
I think it is your turn to ask, is it not?
Alright, do you have anything to trade?
Let's see. I'll trade you an acorn, a helmet I found, or a book I finished reading years ago, provided you have something interesting in return.
Well, I want the acorn, but I'm interested in the book, because the book might give us some bonuses. But if we do that, does that mean we'd have to kill him to get the acorn? Ooh, that's a tough question. Really doesn't seem like a bad guy, he's just a crazy guy, right? So why don't we just trade him for the acorn? I'd like to trade for the acorn.
Oh, and what do you have to trade for the acorn?
How about some gold coin?
Coin? What possible use could I have with coin? Do you see a money changer about?
Ooh, so we have... few things here. How about this Dalish pendant? Because I don't want that.
Ooh, shiny. I could lure a few ravens with that pretty.
Yeah.
I'll be feasting for weeks, months even. Give me that. There. Now that's done. What else have you got on your agenda,
You want to ask me another question?
May I? Oh, yes, I think I might. Let's see. Do you have a knowledge of the arcane arts?
Well, yes I do.
Ah, I knew that. Or did I? I forget now. But if you are a mage, that means that they sent you. Huh? Or does it? Drat.
It doesn't.
But it is your turn to ask now. Ask. Ask away, I dare you.
Alright, have you got anything else we can trade?
Oh, yes. Yes. I still have that old helmet and the book.
I want the book. I want to trade for the book.
And what do you have to trade for the book?
How about this silver ring that I found in the ruins?
Eh? I once had a ring like that. This one's shiny still. Yes, I'll take it. Give me that.
Excellent.
There. Now that's done. What else have you got on your agenda,
Do you want to ask me any other questions?
May I? Oh, yes, I think I might. What is your relationship with your father?
Oh, I don't know. My father is dead.
Interesting. Most interesting. So that means that you did indeed have a father. I knew I would trip you up sooner or later.
Oh, yes, very
It's your
tricky.
turn to ask now.
You
Ask.
doofus.
Ask away, I dare you.
So do you live in this stump?
Yes, I live here, and it's not as bad as you think. Where else to go, eh? I must stay away from them. They're out there and looking. They will take your secrets, oh yes, all of them, and leave you empty. But that's all I have to say about that. An answer for an answer. There you go.
Do I think the helmet might have any other further properties? I don't know. I reckon it'll just be an enchanted helmet, but why don't let's have a look. Do you want to ask me another question?
May I? Oh yes, I think
Let's
I might.
get the helmet.
Have you ever seen the Grand Cathedral of Valroyo?
No, of course not. Val Royale is 1,000 miles away.
Drat. I've always wondered what it looked like. Oh, well, it was worth a question. Your turn.
All right, do you have anything else to trade?
I still have the helmet, if you like. You'll have to clean it, though.
Why are we having to clean it? All right, well, I'll trade you for the helmet.
And what do you have to trade for the helmet?
Well, I've got this book on Elven history.
Elven history, you say?
I don't know which book it
That
is.
might make for good reading by the moonlight. Or it'll be better than using leaves. Give me that. There. Now that's done. What else have you got on your agenda,
That's pretty much it. I should go.
Oh, I see. You're going to report to them now, are you? Fine. Goodbye.
That was weird. That was very weird. All right. What is this helmet that we got? Ancient Elven Helm. Nothing particularly special. And I have no idea what the ancient book was that we traded to him. Oh, never mind. What happens if we... Re-stump? What happens if we interact with this? Here's someone has dug a hole beneath the stump, leading to a tiny, filthy cave of sorts. Obviously, the hermit sleeps in there. Ooh. There also appears to be a small cubby hole with the body of the trunk itself. It's filled with mud, twigs, and other debris.
Hold on, you. That's private property. That's an old man's home, that is. Keep out. Keep out.
Alright, let's leave it alone. I mean, we could go in there, but if we did that, we'd have to fight him, and that just seems... I don't know, seems like the wrong thing to do. We'll just steal his shit instead. Yeah, I bet if we... Yeah, I reckon if we either go in there or steal the stuff that we don't need, we're just going to upset him. So for now, we shall leave it be. We can always come back. We can always come back and battle him. Okay, so now we make our way back to the Grand Oak Tree then. Hey, grunting bears. Is there anything super awesome in that cave that means we should actually go in there and potentially fight the hermit? I'm guessing nothing significant. We're pretty well geared up. We're pretty wealthy. Alright, let's go visit the great rhyming oak tree dude. Alright, here we are. Nope. Oh, let's go to this other ancient tombstone. Can we activate that one? Couldn't activate it before, but maybe we can now. Let's go up on the ledge here. Oh yeah, that hermit guy is very loco. He's crazy as hell. Activate gravestone. Tombstone is the Tevinter general. Here we go. Disturb the tombstone. Fight whatever this is. Skeleton archer. Okay, well. Where's the... Oh, rude. Oh, that's a caster. Skeleton mage. Get on that. Get on your Alistair. You've knocked him. Oh. Alright, so... I will fight the Revenant. And shoot something at him. Alistair, I need you to please take out the mage because that's dangerous. And Liliana, you should do the same. And hopefully that will do the trick. Good job. Alright, that caster's down. The rest are archers. Alistair, don't worry about this guy. I got him. You go. Take out that one. Boom, boom. And stabby move that didn't seem to connect, but it looked cool anyway. So we got another piece of Juggernaut armor. Very good. Grunting Bears, we actually haven't had too much trouble fighting Revenants so far. Oh yeah, their pull, yeah, that's true. Their pull and manipulation on harder difficulties would absolutely be painful. At the moment, we're only running on normal difficulty. Let's go down the path to the Grand Oak Tree Dude. Oh, bear's been summoned. Okay, let's do full-on save. Juggernaut armor is good. Well, if it's really good, I might end up giving it to Alistair. He's currently wearing the Warden set, and we are wearing a set from Wade, because it has good bonuses for Arcane Warriors.
My acorn is still gone, so I pray to thee. Hast thou any news for me?
Okay. Is this the acorn that you seek?
My joy soars to new heights indeed. I am reunited with my seed. As I promised, here it be. I hope its magic pleases thee. Keep this branch of mine with thee, and pass throughout the forest free. I wish thee well, my mortal friend. Thou brought my sadness to an end. May the sunlight find you, thy days be long, thy winters kind, and thy roots be strong.
Okay, thanks, Epic Tree Dude, and thank you, Grunting Bear. I will take that as a compliment. Alright, so I'm guessing now we can pass through the weird barriers and shit that are in the forest to get to the center. We haven't been up to the northern side yet. Why is there still a to-do marker here? Which quest? For why is there a marker here? Grand Oak, Nature of the Beast. So go to Nature of the Beast, which is part of the Blight quest. The way deep into the forest is blocked by some. To get past, you must find some way to placate the forest or trick it. Well, we got his branch thing. Didn't we get his branch? Magical branch? Potions and reagents. Books. Yeah, so this is the book that we got from the hermit, so let's use that. See, I told you it'd be a cool magical book. We'll use that one. Oak branch. Is that what he gave us? A staff? Didn't actually check. No, he was saying... Well, no, this might be the book that he gave us. Oh, I don't know. Plot items. Never mind that. Can we still talk to him?
Greetings to thee once again. Thou hast not yet left the forest, then?
That's correct. We have not. Not sure why we've still got a quest marker for him if we've already done the stage of the quest. Okay. Alright. Well. Tombstone we've cleared. I kind of want to go up north. The mission's sometimes bugged. So, I think we got the item to actually clear the barrier, right? Don't have to do a load and do it again. I'll just do a quick test. I want to go up north first before we go into the center of the forest. Let's just load over here. See if it still works, then I'll just load back. Then I'll just delete this bit out of the YouTube upload, probably, if I remember. Yeah, we've encountered a few quest bugs in this game. Oh, no, that's saving. So that, yep, cool. So we can get through there. Excellent. All right, so it's going to load back to here. All right, so I'm just going to take a 2-minute break. I'm just going to get a drink of water. What I'd love to hear from you, Grunting Bears, I'm not sure if you're on before. I'm a bit foggy, sorry, on the lore of Andraste. So on the Urn of Sacred Ashes quest, we obviously learn a bit about some of the events that happened with her and how she was betrayed and crucified and whatever else. And we know that she's like the chosen one of the Maker God or something to that effect. But what was her deal? Was she sent from the Maker God to do something, to go on a crusade, to fix something? I'm a bit vague on what her purpose was whilst she was here. Hey, have you got any other info on that you can share? Alrighty, time to crack on. So, Grunting Bears is enlightening us with some lore from Andraste. So, Theory 1. Andraste was a possible mithril on an elven goddess blessed with powers to save her people, and her kindness extended to the humans as well. Not your favourite version, okay. So, is she an elf? Not a human. Okay. Cool. Alright, well, we'll stay tuned for the other theories. We're strapping in. We've got time. Time to explore. We shall venture into the northern parts of the forest. See what lies up here before we go and explore the center of the forest. Okay, this looks like where we've already been before. Right, so that's boring then. I thought it was going to be a whole new area. That's disappointing. Okay, well, let's go down to the central part of the forest and carry on through and make our way to the werewolves, I guess.